Hello and welcome to this week's Reset. Recently I was watching a television show or a movie, and it was set back in the 1800s. And it was people walking on the street, and they were in their, early 1800s garb with the top hats and the long coats, walking in the streets of London. And as they passed everyone, they tipped their hats and they cordially bowed to each other and gave a smile, just in acts of being kind, being unconditionally compassionate, which is, that is one of the definitions of being kind. The true meaning of kindness is to be good to one another. And the main thing is unconditionally, where I think the difference between being a nice person and being a kind person, in my opinion, and this isn't official, but the difference is that a nice person is someone that you kind of get to know, and you judge based on the way they treat you and the way that they even look at life. Yeah, that's a nice person. They treat one another nice. But a kind person is someone that you might meet within an instant, and they will immediately, unconditionally be nice, be kind to you. And I've been kind of thinking a little bit about the way that history has progressed. And even when I think back when I was a teenager and a kid in the 70s and 80s, it seemed like you saw people smiling a lot more, enjoying the company of those that they knew and those that they didn't know, and going to the store and having a checkout person tell you to have such a great day and be so willing to help you. And I know that if you look back into generations, our grandparents said, well, things aren't the same today as they were back when my day, and our parents and ourselves, and probably our kids will say the same thing too. But, I think there might be a point. It seems to me like as I'm walking in public and I'm driving around, there seems to be a whole lot more people with stoic looks on their face, it's hard to explain, but just you don't see countenance of nice, or you don't see countenance of kindness like you used to. Maybe the world has just gotten to a point that the stress has gotten to us all, and we just become more focused on getting through the day than realizing just how blessed we are. So another example that I'd like to tell you about is my wife showed me a video yesterday that was playing, and it was a video of this guy that he does, I guess, random acts of kindness, where he'll go out and he'll film, and he'll find people that he identifies as someone that he wants to bless. And in this video, he asked this guy for $5. He was in a store, and the guy forked $5 over to him. Well, what had happened then is a conversation ensued, and they talked between them, and then he ended up gifting this guy, I'll make the story short, a gift where he unwrapped it, and in that was 4 $100 bills. And he basically told the man that, because you were kind to me and gave me this $5, I want to give back. I want to pay it forward. And during that whole time, that conversation that he had with him, he was asking him, why did you give me $5? And the guy said, it just seems like the world is just gotten out of control, and I looked at you, and you were someone that needed help, and I helped you. And it makes me think about those that we call ourselves Christian, and we look at the example of Jesus. There's a song called Your Loving Kindness, and it's your loving kindness is better than life. And when you really look at the things that Jesus did, his acts of kindness is such a great example. He healed lepers. He made the blind see. He defended children. And most of all, he forgave those that hurt him. If we just look at Jesus' example of always looking for opportunities to show them the love of God, to show them the love from himself, I think sometimes we have put ourselves in isolation, in a cell somewhat, a jail that's hard to break out of for whatever reason. We find ourselves encapsulated and behind those bars of being alone. And sometimes not just not willing to show kindness to others, but even afraid. We see examples today of, when we do sometimes act out of kindness, we are treated badly in return. But I think, and I believe, that we as Christians and we as people need to take back the attitude, to put forth the attitude once again of kindness. There's so many people going through things that they don't feel that this world is kind, but it still is to this day. And I believe if more of us and if we act in a way that kindness will be not random, but it will be status quo. It will be a way of life. I think our worlds can change so much. How we treat people, there may be an opportunity sometime that maybe we get more blessed financially than we normally do. And we go to a restaurant and we might want to think, hey, this might be the day that I'm going to leave a $50 tip to a $20 bill just to bless someone else, just to let them know that there is still grace and mercy and kindness in this world. And that is my challenge to you this week. First of all, Google or look up in your Bible all the different acts of kindness that Jesus did and the opportunities that he took. And maybe by example, we can start doing that. That is my challenge to you, is to break out of being random with our kindness and let's make it status quo. Not only will people be blessed from your acts, but you'll be blessed yourself. So thank you for joining Reset today. And I would just want to say something about Reset, just to kind of remind you the whole purpose behind why I do what I do. It's not about some preacher standing up here and telling you how to live your life. Most of what you hear are their explorations of faith, their opinions. And you may not agree with some of the things that we say or that I say in Reset. And you know what? That's okay. But I just want to think about things, to explore what God is doing in this world today, what he's doing in our lives and the opportunities that we have, that we can gain from just taking a few moments and spending time together in Reset. So just a little reminder of what Reset is all about. It is an exploration of faith. It is certainly not a place that has the answers. So, be ye kind, as it says in the good book. So thank you for joining Reset, and I hope to see you again. And as we explore more topics, more opportunities, and more worship. Have a great week, and we'll see you again.
is extravagant. Your friendship, it is intimate. I feel I'm moving to the rhythm of your grace. Your fragrance is intoxicating in a secret place. Your love is extravagant. Spread wide in the arms of Christ is a love that covers sin. No greater love have I ever known. You considered me a friend, captured my heart again. Your love is extravagant. Your friendship is intimate. I feel like moving to the rhythm of your grace. Your fragrance is intoxicating in a secret place. Your love is extravagant. Spread wide in the arms of Christ is the love that covers sin. No greater love have I ever known. You considered me a friend. Spread wide in the arms of Christ is the love that covers sin. No greater love have I ever known. You consider me a friend, capture my heart again.